dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round. Traveling all around the world, you know we get around. Good vibes only. You know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my #1 homie. Subscribe. Come on.
Go gang, what's going on? I'm here with Dan. He's back on the channel. We're running some e-skate today. Now, what's your experience with e-skate? Very little, right? None. He's got zero. He's got zero experience here, and that's okay. We're gonna teach him a few things. I have the Verreal F1 here. I have not reviewed this board. I have no idea what's going on with this board, but I want to check it out because I had a lot of requests of people asking, can you check it out? Can you check out that Verreal? And of course we will. Of course we're gonna get after it. We're gonna check it out, and we're also gonna teach Dan how to ride a board. All the things. Are you excited?
Very excited.
All right, let's get right into it. I want to talk about all the specs of this board so y'all know right out the gate what it can do. Okay, so the two things, Dan, everybody wants to know right out the gate is, can the board go fast and how far will it go? So as far as speed, it goes a little under 24 miles an hour. It's like 23.68 or something, but just a hair under 24 miles per hour. So it's got the speed. The speed is there. As far as range, it goes up to 11 miles. So I think it's got a pretty good range to it. So it's a nice marriage of range and speed. So I'm feeling that. I'll tell you right now, the board is fairly light. It feels good. We were just walking up with it. I haven't ridden it yet, but we're gonna get after it. We're gonna try it out. I gotta teach you how to do the board, and then we'll actually experiment a little bit with the Verreal, and we'll see what's going on with it. Now, let's get a little bit closer look at this. I want to show you the flexibility of this board because everybody wants to know, does it flex? So let's get on this thing because everybody wants to know about the flexibility of the deck. Will it flex a little bit? So when you're hitting bumps and all the things, how's it feel? I'm jumping on it right now so you can check it out. It does have some flex to it. I think it feels pretty nice. It's got some movement. My favorite thing about this deck is it's super concave. This is probably the most concave of all the e-boards I've ridden. This thing right here absolutely moves around on you, has a lot of control. So to me, that's my favorite part. And what I'm noticing on the nose of the deck is it kind of goes up a little bit. I think that's pretty cool. That gives you a little bit more control, especially downhill, uphills. This board right here, this deck is gonna have a ton of control, and I'm super excited to get after it and try it out. But damn, right off the bat, that is a super win from me. Speaking of the deck, it is a 7-layer Canadian maple board, so that flex was there. It does a 25 to 30% grade in hills, which to me is sufficient here in San Antonio. And it has a max load of 220 pounds, which thanks to Dan, and always encouraging me to hit the gym. And we go to the gym every morning at 4:45 a.m. Because of that, I'm under 220 right now. And I will be under for the foreseeable future, unless something horrible happens. If something horrible happens, Dan, we're in trouble if I balloon up above 220. But I think I'm good. I'm solid right now, so I can ride all the e-skate. There can be no problems. But anyway, I want to get right after it. I don't want to mess around on the specs. It is a cool board. It's got all the things, but let's see how it rides. Let's get right. Dan, are you excited, Dan? I know he's pumped. He's pumped. Let's get after it. Go gang. Let's teach him how to ride. I love this deck. I do love this deck. To me, this is one of my favorite decks. I wish it was a little bit more flexible, but I think I prefer the stiffness of it just because I can move around. I can maneuver a little bit. It does allow a little bit nicer carving action happening. So, man, this thing is really, really nice. I'm feeling pretty confident on it. Right now, I've got it at full speed, so I should be going about 20 miles an hour, somewhere in there. Not too bad.
These things are dope.
That was pretty much the smoothest I've seen. I was a little scared there. I moved the lens, I'll admit. Hey. I was a little shaky there, man. How'd you feel about it?
These things are super dope,
dude,
man.
You're getting there, you're getting there. Don't worry, man. It makes vlogging super easy because we can move around quickly.
These shots are awesome.
So a lot of people ask me about the ability to get up these hills. This is a fairly nice one, don't you think, Dan? I mean, it's
pretty solid.
I would say 20 grade. It's a pretty good one. So I have been on a lot of boards that can't get up even hills like this. But let's see what this guy can do. I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but let's check it out. And look, from a dead stop, even kind of rolling back a little bit. Let's go. Okay. heels are not a problem. It did look good, Dan.
They look great.
I mean, it took a few seconds to get going, but that is what it is. But once it was going up the hill, like, it was no problem. I could have kept going uphill like that all day long. So far, I'm really enjoying our experience riding around. Dan, how are you feeling, man?
That's pretty
You
sweet.
look okay. I mean, he's moving around a little bit. He's had a few little close calls.
Those brakes, man.
You got to brake slowly. You don't want to do the worst thing you can do on any board. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But if you have an electric board with a brake, the worst thing you do, you don't want to come to an abrupt stop and then try to run off of it. Like, that is recipe for face into the ground, doing face plants, and I've actually face planted and camera planted in the ground doing such things, so be careful, sir. Anyway, go gang, we're gonna ride around a little bit more, have some more fun, and dude, I'm telling you, by the next time we're doing this, you're gonna be a pro. Brakes are there, they work just fine. Let me tell you, I do love this ESC. It's nice and smooth, the acceleration, the brake, 100%. You saw, I mean, it was pretty smooth. Were you afraid, Dan?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm telling you, it was really smooth. I'll say I like the ESC. I love this remote control. It has a nice range of motion. This right here, let me show you. Let me turn off the board here so we don't have to worry about it moving around. Turn off. Okay, all right, so check this out. So here's the range of motion. Look at this guy. It really has a nice range there, and to me, that really makes it really easy. It makes it key for when you're trying to brake and accelerate. I love having a nice range of motion. It has a nice grip. It has multiple speeds. I think this guy has 3 speeds. So it was really easy switching between the speeds as we were going along, and it was not a problem because I had to switch a little bit for Dan. So let me tell you this, go gang. This guy, I have to say, is a win. I think it's an absolute win. Dan, how did I look out there? Look pretty good?
Pretty solid.
Dude, the carving was nice. In fact, you know what? Normally I would talk about other things like price and stuff like that, but before we get to that, I want you to ride this real quick. I want you to give it a little go because I'm not gonna name names with the board you were riding, but this one has a lot better as far as the concaveness of that board. So I want you to ride this because you're kind of complaining about being able to do turns on that board. Let's ride this one real quick and then let me know what you think side by side if it's easier to turn. Okay, you're on it, man. You're on. Just initial impressions?
So far, so good. I think it's going to turn pretty well.
You feel that?
Oh yeah, this is so much better.
Oh, all right. So, dude, what'd you think?
Dude, now I know why you kept that one for yourself, man. That thing turns, mine, I don't know. That's definitely the issue. That's what was wrong.
It kind of feels like you're snowboarding out there.
Yeah.
You can carve so much easier. That deck is amazing. And what about braking? Because did you feel like it was any smoother or any different?
It was a little easier. It wasn't as aggressive.
Yeah. The other one's super aggressive. This one, I felt like it has a nice feather to the braking, which to me, that's everything. So I'm glad you liked it, dude.
For sure.
But you want to know how much it is?
I do want to know how much it is.
All right, let's talk about it. So let me tell you, dude, you looked a lot better out there. You looked like you were like riding a snowboard. I'm telling you, the concave deck on that thing really allows for control, and I don't know, like I didn't mean to keep it from you, but I didn't know. I had no idea. It was my first time riding it. You saw me, I broke it out of the box here in the car. So I will say that the Verreal, if you like to carve, if you like to get after it, if you like that feeling, man, that's a complete win. Now, price-wise, it's I think right now on the website it's about 430 bucks, a little bit under that. I think that's a steal. $430, I mean, is very reasonable. Then you're able to get around, move around, do all the things, and really with those top speeds of almost 24 miles per hour and 11-mile range, somewhere in there, I think that really makes it a solid get at that $438 mark or whatever it was. Goat Gang. A few other things I want to cover real quick before I wrap up this video. They do have replaceable batteries on there, so you can swap them out. You just got to take a screwdriver and you can swap out the battery. You can also replace the urethanes, which is pretty dope. That's one thing you want to see, Dan, as you're going and buying these boards, as you're trying to figure out which one is your ideal board. Find something that's swappable, because you know, you never know if you need to be able to switch something out. You don't have to buy a whole new board, whole new setup. So anyway, you can swap stuff out on the Verreal. Verreal, I think it's a good get. let's do some more riding. Are you done for the day? You want to ride some more?
Yeah, let's do some more, man.
All right, so we're gonna hit it boards. We're gonna ride some more. Go gang, this is where we leave you. I'll put all the link in the description so you can check it out, so you can buy it, you can do the things. If you do, always let me know. I love to know what boards you're riding. If there's any other boards you want me to review, any of that stuff, go gang, hit the subscription button here. Then I'm also put a link for Dan's channel. Go down there, subscribe to him, check him out, his cinematography. It's pretty damn good. I think you'll like it. Go gang. Until tomorrow, be great. Drop that camera, let's ride, dude.